Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are making homemade pizza, but just one serving. We are doing it completely from scratch for one little pizza. And the best part is that the dough only has 2 ingredients. You don't need to let anything rise, and all of this can be done in like 20 minutes. All right, if you're new here, hi, I'm Claire. Welcome. Come on in, make yourselves comfortable. I love a budget recipe. I love to feed only myself. I mean, I don't love it, but it is what it is. Even though I have a family, I'm a busy mom and I am on my own for lunch all the time. And I try to make healthy choices, budget-friendly choices, and I find that cooking for myself is really the best way to do that. So if you like single-serving recipes, if you're on a budget, any of those things, be sure to hit subscribe. Now today I am doing the classic 2-ingredient pizza dough. Maybe you've heard of this because the 2 ingredients are Greek yogurt and self-rising flour. If you don't have self-rising flour, you can use regular flour with, I think, baking soda in it or something. Google it. But I just keep self-rising flour because it's very easy. And this dough is so simple and can be varied in a lot of ways to make all sorts of things like cinnamon rolls and bagels. If you want like another video where we really dive deep into this dough and all of its applications, let me know because we can do that. Today we're doing a pizza. This dough comes together really easily. It does not require a ton of kneading or anything, so easy on the hands, which we love. So yeah, let's get right into this pizza because I'm hungry. It's lunchtime. It's pouring rain outside and I just want a comforting little pizza that's not gonna break the bank. It's gonna have a little extra protein in it from this Greek yogurt. And yeah, let's do it. The other fantastic thing about this recipe is it's just a really simple ratio because they're equal parts. Equal parts yogurt to self-rising flour. And for one pizza, we're gonna do half a cup. This is plain non-fat Greek yogurt, but you can use whatever kind of Greek yogurt you like. If you like a really full-fat Greek yogurt, go for it. Also, depending on what you're making, if you're doing like cinnamon rolls or something like that with this dough, I'll go ahead and use vanilla. But for the basic dough for something savory like pizza, make sure you get plain because you will be really sad if you bite into your pizza and the crust is vanilla flavored. Oh, that was dumb. I should have done the flour first. Why did I do that? It's all right. It's just gonna be messy. There we go. It's fine. Crisis averted. So there's our basic dough. Now, you can add some mix-ins to this if you want, which, surprise, surprise for me, is going to be just a little bit of garlic powder and just a little bit of salt. But these are not necessary for this recipe. So if you don't have it laying around or it's not in the budget, don't worry about it. At first, it's going to seem so dry that you will not be able to make a dough out of it, but don't worry. That flour will start to moisten. It'll be fine. I'm going to just very lightly knead this until there's no little crumbles left and everything feels nice and distributed. We are not making this into like a really elastic ball like you would a traditional yeast dough. That's not the goal here. And it's gonna be quite wet, don't worry. This is exactly what we want. Perfect, that took maybe 30 seconds. Now I'm going to dust a little flour so we can roll this out. And really, you can make this whatever shape you want. You could even do it like in a deep dish if you wanted to like press it into a pan. I'm just gonna roll it out into a nice rustic circle-ish. And of course, you can roll this as thick or as thin as you want. Just remember that if you're gonna make a super thick deep dish pizza, that it is going to take a little longer, you know, to cook. This is going to be easier to top once it's already on our pan. So I'm gonna move it over to my pizza stone. Actually, I'm gonna spray it. My stone is pretty seasoned, as you see, so things don't stick to it too much anymore. However, there's not a lot of fat going on in this, which is going to help it not stick. So just in case. And remember, this dough is a lot less elastic than your regular yeast dough, so take some care. All right, you guys, now we gotta talk about sauce, because the worst thing to do is opening a whole jar or can of like pasta sauce, pizza sauce, tomato sauce to only use like a couple tablespoons, right? We're not in this to waste stuff. So my trick is, first of all, always buy your tomato paste in one of these like toothpaste style tubes. It's amazing because I only need a little bit of tomato paste at a time. Who's ever using whole cans of tomato paste, right? So I like to buy these, and then, because tomato paste is just concentrated tomatoes, right? You just like thin it down with a little water. You're like reconstituting them, replenishing them, re-something them. Don't leave the word I'm looking for in the comments down below because it'll make me feel dumb. Anyway, add a little bit of water to tomato paste and it becomes tomato sauce. And that's a great way to not waste an entire can of something. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, I'm actually not gonna measure. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of that in there. I know it looks a little brown, but it's because it's this organic whatever. It's just darker than the stuff in the can. And now I'm just going to put it all over our pizza. You could also get creative with this, whatever leftovers you had. If you had Alfredo last night, use Alfredo sauce, use pesto sauce, use barbecue sauce. Use what you got, be creative. A pizza is such a blank slate. You can do so much. All right, now we're gonna throw a little Italian seasoning on top, as well as just a little bit of flaky sea salt. And our cheese. Today I've got this pre-shredded mozzarella. I get whatever cheese is on sale. So whatever is cheapest per ounce, that's what I go with. For cheese on a pizza, I really like shredding my own. I think it melts just a little bit better, but like, guys, it's not that big of a deal. It's fine. Buy the shredded cheese. Buy what you can afford. Buy what's available. Use what you have. Honestly, you guys, I'm scouring the fridge for like veggies to put on this, and I just have like cucumbers and like fruit. It's not happening today. So this is gonna be a cheese pizza. I got this mimolette when I was in France, so we're gonna put some fancy cheese on this as well. This is gonna add a lot of flavor too. All right, so I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. This is gonna take anywhere between 13 and 18 minutes. It really just depends on how thin you made your dough. So I'm gonna pop it in for 15 because it's just right in the middle there, and I think that'll probably do it. All right, technically 23 seconds left, but I can tell. She's done. She's golden, she's bubbling. Y'all, look at this pizza. It's beautiful. All right, I am gonna let it cool down just a little bit as to not burn my mouth. But there, that's it. We're about to eat it. I think I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it before I plate it. Yum. And you do have like a little bit of height on the crust, but not, you know, not like a ton. I did make this pretty thin. Perfection. Of course, we have to do a little taste test. Delicious. I'm wondering if you could do like a thin crust style if you baked the dough beforehand. This also would be a good one to meal prep because you could freeze this really easily. Even before you baked it, you could freeze it and then bake it from frozen. That way you'd have mini pizzas always available. All right, and there you go. One little pizza for one person. Perfect. You could even probably split it in two if you had some other sides to serve it with. But yeah, I hope that you take this idea and run with it and make it your own. The next time you're in the mood for a quick pizza and you don't want to order in or spend the money to go and do all that somewhere else. So hopefully you can take some inspiration. Of course, come back for more content like this. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.